Hello everyone, welcome to Apple What I Was Genius on the YouTube channel. Today I just want to go through the 10 things that I enjoy of new iOS 11. It's currently installed and running on my iPad Pro 9.7 inch with LTE service and a 32 gigs of storage. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and do some screen mirroring on my device here. Select my 5K screen. Should appear in a moment. There it goes. Okay, so the first things I like to start out with will be under your settings. They now have cellular data allowing for your TV iTunes videos. So if you purchase device items on TV shows, series, cartoons, music videos, etc., and you can now have the option at the very top center here where it says use cellular data for playback. Now you can enable it, and now you can use your data. You can also change it through your Wi-Fi, good and best available. Cellular, I just select good, best available, I don't mind if it's possible, but it'll probably just take longer to downstream that content. I am running on T-Mobile with unlimited data, so I'm not really concerned and worry about going overage on my data. The other thing is under photos, you can select under here where it says cellular data. Let me move it close to the top, third row from the top right now. You can enable this option. So this is basically sees unlimited updates over cellular. Definitely want to turn that on. I have unlimited data. What great thing about this is that whenever you take pictures with any of your iOS devices, what happens is that it stays locally until you connect to your home computer Wi-Fi or Starbucks or so forth, so you can upload those photos. Now having cellular data on your device, this is very useful, especially with unlimited, that it will constantly send it and all your other iOS devices will be updated. So that's great. Love that very much. So then next thing is I wanted to talk to is about Control Center. So as I'm swiping down to the bottom, upward, and there's my Control Center on the right hand side. Those are all my options. There's my volume, my volume here, my brightness, screen mirroring, and the options on the accessories, my play, Bluetooth, AirPlay mode, as you can see there. So what I do enjoy, these bottom three right here, there's Apple TV, there's a little circle here with the dot, that's to do screen recording, and then I have a timer. To do a change of that, if you wanted to do that, is easily by going into your settings here, and then you want to select on your control center right there, and then here you can add and organize your additional controls. So basically those are the only three I primarily use. We could put all of them if you like, and then you can see how much more that fills to the screen. If this is open under an SDK, this will be definitely useful because I would love to put my app on there and just make sure my app is always there available. But I also would like to see if this possibility is like, say, the screen recording, if there was an option or icon that goes on the main screen. I'm sure Apple's probably in development of that process so they can put that up there. So let's get out of this screen, go back to our control center, and as you can see, they all populated now. So I have the magnifier, I have an edit for notes, etc. I have an alarm, I have a camera, and then I have the flashlight because I enabled all the options. All right, so let's get out of that. The thing I mainly do enjoy under the control center is that they have the iOS screen recording. As you can see, as I touch it, it does not work. It's because I'm using Bluetooth mirroring. If I turn off the Bluetooth mirroring, then I can go into it. But I've already done a screen recording, so I'm going to do another one here. Now it turns red. Under your settings, and if you scroll down, you have an option right here under Wallet and Apple Pay. You see on the very top left, it says accounts and passwords. Once you select that, you would select on the top option where it says app and website passwords. Once you do that, you may be prompted with a security password or PIN or your fingerprint. These are all the passwords that I've saved in the years and so forth, and all the IP ranges. Since these are eternal IP addresses, we're just going to go ahead and select one of them. You can see there's a username as admin. That is the simple password. We'll select another one,ladmin. So there's the password for that. There's no need, like normally on a computer, you have a keychain, and under the keychain, you would have to enter the computer password to revalidate. Here, it does not require that because you already validated with the security password or your fingerprint. All right, so that's very useful. The next thing I like to enjoy is that under the settings, under messages, you have the option of messages on iCloud. So now you can sync it. As you can see, I'm already syncing it. This is very useful in case I needed to restore my phone because it was glitching out or so forth. You can, once you enable that iCloud account that has this syncing option for, it will sync all your iCloud content from the cloud back to your device like it was new all over again. Same pretty much process as if you were restoring it from a computer, except here it's more very current. So that's a great thing for the syncing cloud. You'll also notice that under Safari, under settings, they do have an option for saving offline. So at the very bottom, you have automatically save offline. When I had an original iPad and other iPads or iPods, that what happened, or iPod Touch, basically what would happen is that all my reading lists, I cannot read the content offline. I would have to wait until I connect somewhere else. But now they have an option to save it, so it will save all the articles related to that content. So that's pretty cool. Thanks for enabling that. Kind of late, but yeah. The next thing I do enjoy very much so is the keyboard. The keyboard on the iPad Pro is completely different from the iPhone. I would hope they will do this sooner or later on the iPhone, but we'll just have to see in how that works. So like say for an example, I would open Safari. Say if I was entering a password on Google or so forth, we'll just open up Google. And then say you're doing a search, yeah, you can just type letters as you go. But now, say for an example, if you had a complicated password, you would always have to do this, and then, capital or whatever the case is, or squiggly line, or etc. Now, what you can do is that as you type in the letters, we'll just say iOS, and then if I want the number, if I wanted the number 3 is here, as you can see, the letter E has a 3 graded out. Just swipe your finger down as you touch the screen, and you can see it comes out numbers. Asterisk, pound, colon, minus. So that's really cool. I enjoy that instead of me going to here and then selecting my option or changing it back from 1, 2, 3 to ABC just to get those special characters. So that's pretty cool. I do greatly appreciate that because normally my passwords are pretty complex. All right, the other thing is in regards in the settings, you have an option under General that you can actually shut down the device. So if you're having a problem with your sleep-wake key, you can hit the shutdown button here in the very bottom center, and now it shuts down the device. It would be great if you had an option where it had a restart, so you can actually restart the device, but you can also enable this option under your accessibility option, so that if you wanted to do a screenshot or so forth in accessibility, you have that option to do that, to enable. And then ultimately, so the basically 2 big things I love about the iOS 11 is the screen recording, as I showed you a moment ago, and there is a thing called, screenshot, which everybody knows, but now you can actually edit it. So like technically you can make a meme out of your screenshot, but you got to be kind of quick on it. So for an example, I have this app called Magic Plan right here and I have a review app on this. Great, useful product, and this is my plan layout. So as soon as my plan layout opens up, let me select this again. This on the top right is my office currently at work. So I would like to make a screenshot and make some edits, like notations and etc., and I want to share it. So here it is. Press the home and the power button at the same time so you can get the screenshot. You'll see it appear in the bottom left corner. There it is. Now if you wait too long, this screen will disappear and be added to your photos automatically. There it is. Now if you wanted to do a notation to it, you can't. It's gone. That's pretty much it. I will show you in a moment how or what would be nice to re-edit that notation. So let's do another screenshot. There it is. Select the screen in the very bottom left corner. Now I have these options down at the bottom. I have looks like a highlighter, or that's a marker or highlighter. That's a pencil. There's your eraser. So this pen here is this. This one here, let's just pick a different color, is that. And then you have a pencil. We'll do that in blue. And then you have an eraser. You can erase it, but you can't just erase a little bit of it. It erases the whole thing. Then it looks like this is like a lasso, but it doesn't do anything on here. And then you have white and these six colors. It'd be great if they had a spiral so you can pick any other color if you wanted to. So for an example, I need to share this with the director. So I would put here, oops, wrong one. Let's put a pen here, and we'll say this is before. Oops, I don't really like that one, so let's go ahead and get rid of that. And let's make it blue. And then change our pen. There you go. And then we'll go black here on the right side. We'll say 1 of 2. Okay. And then once you're done there, top left corner, select done. Select save photos. And then, as I'm not done, I want to go, oops, didn't want to move that. I want to open this up. This is the new plan. So basically you will see in a moment what is the difference with the new plan and the old plan. So do another screenshot, select this screen. Now this will be after. Can't even really spell my signature there. Then I want to do black here and do 2 of 2, just in case they know what it is. And then this is my transition. My transition is this is my desk. I can go to the deploy, to the repair, to the guest table, and get out. Whereas the other plan you'll see in a moment, there's complicated. So we'll just say nope, we'll just say difficult or hard, you know. And you can write anywhere on here, which is totally cool. And then if we erase it, doop, it's all gone. Now that's pretty cool. I do enjoy that very much. So let's just hit done, save the photos, done. Let's go to my photos. And then these are the ones I've done earlier. But as you can see, there's this one here, this one here. It'd be great if you can go in here and say, oh, here I forgot to make a notation. If I hit edit, you only have these options on the right. You don't have a writing option. You can't write on here. I'm using my Apple Pencil. It doesn't work. I'm using my finger. It doesn't work either. So if I hit cancel, go back, and this is what I was trying to do. So here's the before, swap change. And you can see there's my desk, and I have to hit these 3, 4, 5 things just to get on my office or to interact with these. And then my after is basically swapping it to the other side. There's my desk. Now I can get in and out with a swift run around the table. So that's pretty much what I want to share. So in regard to the screenshot, that is totally option, and that's totally cool. I like that very much. Thanks, Apple, for doing that. So feel free to put in your comments down below of your interest of this video. Also selecting the like button tells me that you like to see more of these videos, as well as subscribe. We greatly appreciate it. I will have another iOS video 11 in display of the 10 things that I do not like on iOS 11. Well, thanks for visiting Apple iOS Genius on the YouTube channel. Have a great day.